Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
Welcome to Throttle Up Racing Network. And tonight we are at Martinsville for our next to last race here in the SERL Cup Series. Take a look at the board. Giglio, Osmer, Justin Michael, Stringfellow, Matthew Prentice, our top 5 quickest cars of the night in practice as we get ready to go into qualifying. And right now, as it is Halloween, a happy Halloween to you. Make sure that you go to the Southern Excitement Racing League Facebook page. They are having a paint scheme competition. Go over there and vote for your favorite of those that have entered. We'll take a look at a few of them as they drive around on qualifying. See who decides to take the track first. There's one, the Matthew Prentice, number 15. That is one of the cars that you can vote for in our paint scheme competition on the Southern Excitement Racing League Facebook page. Matthew getting up to speed. Cars out on track. Kyle Adcock up to speed. Prentice a 19.67 on his first lap. That paint scheme competition will end at the stage, which will be on lap 90. At that point, we will crown a winner. Right now, Andrew Rattell in the lead. Justin Michael fastest on track, a 1942. Dylan Falovich needs a good finish tonight to move up in the points. Bill Stringfellow out on track, the 83. The second quickest in practice. Second quickest for Bill Stringfellow. Tyler Humphrey comes out and runs the fourth quickest time. Justin Lumpkin, fifth quickest. Both the 94 and this number 4 car are in our paint scheme competition. Right now we're running for that 0X Designs Pole Award. There's Dylan Falovich pulling back into the pits right there. Ronnie Osmer, he's running at Halloween Scheme. One of those that you can vote for if this is your favorite. Also repping Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The color pink on the back half of the car. Blake Giglio now on track in a Friday the 13th scheme. Blake, another one you can vote for in our paint scheme competition on the Southern Excitement Racing League Facebook. Andrew Tell, the number 5. This is the car that is currently leading in the paint scheme competition. Giglio was the fastest in practice, gets sideways off the corner. Sideways again, not getting the traction that he's been getting. That'll move him 4th quickest, and he is our point leader. Matt Goodell, 11th quickest. We are running out of qualifiers here. No one else out on track. We'll take this moment to look at our points. Get him pulled up here. Our points are brought to you by Sim Racer Hub. You got Blake Giglio out there. He's at 56 points to the good over John McMillan Jr., who's not able to be here tonight. So a 60-point lead coming into this race for Blake Giglio over Bill Stringfellow, 73 over Ronnie Osmer, 106 over Justin Lumpkin, and Dylan Falovich back there, 117 back. So Blake Giglio, just by starting this race, has locked in the championship. All he's got to do is take 5 laps, do last place points. At that point, this championship is him. He's had a fantastic season, and he absolutely deserves that championship. Right now, no more qualifiers, it looks like. Andrew Ruttell still sitting in the pits. If you want to take a look at this paint scheme, there is Andrew Ruttell's Ghost Pirates paint scheme. He is currently winning our paint scheme competition. If you want to go vote for your favorite paint scheme, of those that have entered Southern Excitement Racing League on Facebook, go like the picture that casts your vote. Right now, Andrew Ruttell in the lead. That 16 Blake Giglio car we saw a few minutes ago, he is second in that. He is also our point leader, Blake. So Andrew Ruttell, the leader of that paint scheme competition. And it looks like our pole award winner is going to be Justin Michael in the 87. We'll see if we can get a word with Justin Michael. Hey, Justin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, lightning fast lap, 19.42. Blake was quickest in practice, but you best him here in qualifying. What do you think this race is going to be? 200 laps. How do you think these cars are going to handle? And do you think we're going to get some green flag runs?
I mean, it's going to be all about keeping the rear tires under you coming off the turns. I mean, I was getting loose in the straightaways there after about 30 laps or so on practice. So just saving the tires is going to be, the key thing to do here. And hopefully we can do it. I'm not that good here at this track, so maybe our luck will change.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that you're going to be able to take the victory, or do you think that there's somebody out there that might have you tonight?
We'll see. Bill, I know Bill's running pretty strong on the long run. Blake's going to be strong on the long run, so they're going to be ones to look out for. So if we can just keep them behind us, we should be okay.
All right. Well, great job so far tonight getting that pole award, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in the top 3 at the end of the race.
All appreciate it. Let's go Braves.
All right. Let's go Braves. And let's go Brandon. All right. And there's Justin Michael, our Xerox Designs Pole Award. Nobody else choosing to qualify. Andrew Rattel still sitting in the pits if you'd like to take another look at that pretty number 5 car. As we get ready to go grid and go racing 200 laps here at Martinsville. And there we go. Into the grid we go. See these cars gridding to the front. Your Xerox Designs Pole Award winner, Justin Michael in the 87. Outside pole, Ronnie Osmer, the Halloween Machine, number 55. It's going to start second. Starting third, another car in our paint scheme competition, Tyler Humphrey, the number 94. Blake Giglio in fourth. Friday the 13th car, check him out. Current point leader, to start fourth, Bill Stringfellow will roll off fifth in the number 83. Matthew Prentice in the number 15. He'll start sixth position. Justin Lumpkin, he'll start seventh in the number 4. Dylan Falovich, he'll start eighth spot in the number 12. Jonathan Cogswell, the number 27, he'll start ninth. Kyle Adcock will start 10th in the number 9. Magadale, the 38. He's going to start 11th. Casey Herring, he's blanked out on us, but he is number 2. He's going to be starting in 12th. And rounding out our field, actually, no, Andrew Rattel will be 13th. 14th is Joey Doucette and Kevin Frank 16th. And rounding out the field will be Jason Clark in the number 19. And we're about to go green here at Martinsville. Take a look at our race info. 79 degrees, the air temperature here in Martinsville. 91 degrees the track temp, so there should be a lot of grip. Not too hot for these cars to slide around. Some of these guys were complaining about it being loose on entry. So we'll see if that plays a contributing factor to tonight's race. Justin Michael, he'll be the one to lead us down into turn 1. 2 pace laps here at Martinsville. And now we wait for the pace car to pull in. Right there on the pit lane. We wait for the green flag to fly. Green flag. And we are underway here at Martinsville. The 94 with a terrible start. Loses a lot of space. That checks up the 83, who's trying to get up there for second in the points. He's looking to the inside of the 94. They're going 3 wide. Into turn 3. Somehow they make it. And Stringfellow pushes through up to the top 5. Adcock looks like he had some contact with the outside wall. Justin Michael up front trying to hold off Ronnie Osmer. We look for these cars to get strung out a little bit. Osmer holds second. Giglio at the door, trying to take a peek on the inside. Osmer able to get a little bit of a gap as he runs down the number 87, Justin Michael. Oh, Osmer loose off the corner, tags the wall a bit. Doesn't look like he gets any damage. If it's there, it's slight. Justin Lumpkin running in ninth position. Kyle Adcock right behind him. Andrew Ruttell looked like he may have had some nose damage. Maybe not. No, I think that's just the Ford nose. So Andrew Ruttell trying to find his way forward up 3 positions up to the top 10 as he's now knocking on the door of 9th position. Justin Lumpkin's got it. And there goes Andrew Ruttell to the inside around the 4 for 9th spot. Kyle Adcock trying to get it. We've got one around. Matthew Prentice into the wall. And we'll take a look at what happened. They go into the corner. Oh, just center a little too hard. Gets sideways, locks up the brakes, and around he goes right into the wall. Oh, backs it in. Not a terrible amount of damage for a track like Martinsville. Should be okay to go. But as you see, just gets into the corner a little bit too hard. Loses it on entry and right into the outside wall. And that'll bring out our first caution of the night. Tyler Humphrey will come down pit lane. There he is in 94, as well as Kevin Franks. Looks like they may come in and top off with fuel. Matt Goodell currently in the 9th spot, and that number 38 having a good run so far. Has gained a couple of positions. Andrew Ruttell is now up 7 after that incident involving the 15. Gained him an extra position, so it's up 7 spots for Andrew Ruttell. He is a very good short track racer. Won our spring Bristol race. Had a good run at Bristol just a few weeks ago. But our leader is Justin Michael in the 87. He's led every lap so far, 13 laps in. Started from the pole. On this restart, it'll be on him, so he'll have that option to go a little early and try and get a jump on the 55 in the outside lane. We're double file. We get ready to go green once again. Green flag. Looks like everyone got a decent restart that time. The 83 tries to clear the 12, is able to do it, but the 12 was there. Stringfellow pushing now. It's the 55 and 16 battle side by side for second. Osmer's going to get a better run off of this. Giglio will have the better angle into the corner. Shorter radius. Stringfellow hoping they'll get it sorted out so he can get through. Justin Michael able to pull away a little bit of a gap on these three. Here comes Bill Stringfellow trying to get that third position. Close racing at the front of the field. Palovich still in the fifth position. A little dust up at the 83 didn't cost him a spot. Wasn't able to gain one either, though. Now Andrew Rattel knocking on the back door. Rattel looks to the inside. Rattel does get around Falovich. That's for fifth. Casey Herring and Joey Doucette side by side. Herring will get around the number 22. He and the 15 make contact. Prentice able to save it. You see the rear damage from the wreck earlier. He tries to fight his way back up through the field. The 19 may have an issue. Slow on the track into the outside wall. May not have touched the wall. May have just been letting the 98 by. 94 Tyler Humphrey. He's lost 10 spots from the start, having an issue as we go through as fast in qualifying and in practice. But the race proving to be a different beast. They're a little dust up again with that outside wall as Joey Doucette and Matthew Prentice battle side by side. Doucette loses that position. We'll see if Humphrey's able to take that one from Doucette, as that's the battle for 12th. The leader's over half a lap ahead of last place, so before long, they're going to start catching the tail end of the field. Humphrey looking to the inside. In front of these guys, Matt Goodell, Jonathan Cogswell, Casey Herring all battling for position. This is the battle for 8th. Matt Goodell in 8th spot. The 27 of Cogswell looks low. Not able to get it. Now Casey Herring's going to be on the bumper of the 27. Cogswell looks again. Now he's in there. Matt Goodell may get freight trained. Here's the 27 around. The 2's looking. Goodell fighting back on the high lane. Cogswell will get clear, gets sideways off the corner. Goodell hits the outside wall and gets slow. Prentice now moves to the inside. He's trying to get back to the top 10. Make sure you go check out our Halloween paint scheme contest on our Facebook page, Southern Excitement Racing League on Facebook. There's a post on there with all the cars that have submitted Halloween paint schemes. Make sure you go and like your favorite one. The best running of those paint schemes right now is Ronnie Osmer in 2nd spot. And there's Ronnie in the Halloween machine. '16 of Blake Giglio trying to get the position. Right there on the back bumper. You can see lap traffic in the distance. Justin Michael going to be there in the next few laps. Osmer a little loose off the corner that time. Giglio putting the pressure on Osmer. McMillan missed this race, so technically Osmer, Giglio, Stringfellow, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in points. Giglio is our point leader there in that 16. As we're on our 2nd caution, the 22 goes around, and Joey Doucette. Out of the corner, gets sideways. Oh, and rear-ended by the 98 as the 22 lost it, went to the high lane. And the 98 with just nowhere to go. See, he swings low. He thinks he's going to stay low, and then up into the high lane. Everybody's in the pits. Justin Michael. He was the First in the pit, we'll see who's the first out. Giglio goes, everyone else goes. Justin Michael will get the first out of the pit. Osmer in second. Third will be Blake Giglio. Fourth, Bill Stringfellow. Fifth, Dylan Falovich. Andrew Rattel in sixth spot. Justin Lumpkin in seventh. Casey Herring eighth. Jonathan Cogswell in ninth. And Matthew Prentice rounds out your top 10 as we are almost halfway through the first stage. Justin Lumpkin just now leaving the pit lane. Went in to get a little more fuel. Casey Herring will come in and top off. So everybody with a fresh set of tires halfway through the stage. On Justin Michael when he chooses to go. There they go, a great restart. Justin Michael gets out front. Blake Giglio clears the 55 for second spot. Osmer drops back to third. Stringfellow in fourth. Now Giglio putting the pressure on the leader. Osmer trying to get a run off. You see him enter high and then get a big run down the straightaway. Giglio looks to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Blake Giglio on the inside. Justin Michael on the high lane. Oh, they're going three wide. Osmer's taking it in the to the low lane. And that time, Blake backed out, but the 87 with a bad run through the corner. And Blake will continue. 87 sends it in and loses several spots. But Justin Michael will drop back to fourth. Blake Giglio now in the lead. Ronnie Osmer trying to get up front. We've got 40 laps to the end of the stage. Blake was so dominant at North Wilkesboro. Another short track we run on this schedule. Our last short track won by Ronnie Osmer in second at Bristol Motor Speedway. And track position making a big difference. Osmer trying, but not a whole lot for Blake right now. A little further back in the field. The 5 of Andrew Rattel, Matthew Prentice, and the 15. They're battling 6th and 7th. Behind them, Jonathan Cogswell and Tyler Humphrey for 8th and 9th. Tyler has been very fast in the last few races. Didn't get the finish he wanted last week after having just a phenomenal race. And another caution on the speedway. Matt Goodell goes around. And he gets it pointed back in the right direction. Take a look at what happened to Matt Goodell here. Middle of the, well, on corner exit, gets sideways. You see the flagman sees it, throws the caution. Take one more look. The 9 gets a little bit of contact. Oh, maybe not a whole lot of damage at the front end. May not matter a whole lot at Martinsville, but it'll be interesting to see if he's got some engine damage. You see the flag man, he sees the crash. Right here, the 9 makes contact, goes into the outside wall. And then the flag man throws the yellow caution flag for that wreck. And he's able to get out of the way. So 11th back pitted there. We are 61 laps in. Stage will end on lap 70. Make sure you go check out our paint scheme competition on Facebook. That'll end at the stage, so you've got about 30 more laps to go and take that vote of your favorite paint scheme. Justin Lumpkin with 12 votes right now. Andrew Rattel with 28. Giglio with 19. That's your top 3. The Andrew Rattel still in the lead with 28 votes for his paint scheme, the number 5. Number 5 of Andrew Rattel. Very good looking ride. They're about to go green flag again. The leader, Blake Giglio, teammate behind him, and Stringfellow in third. So we'll see if they do the same thing like Justin Michael and the 16 of Giglio did on the last restart, where they kind of counted it down. They're all in their same team radio. Giglio goes early. Stringfellow not able to hold the inside. Osmer looking to push on the outside. Not going to be able to do it. Gets clear in second. Osmer trying. Stringfellow losing the top two a little bit. Able to stay ahead of Justin Michael in fourth. Top four pulling away a little bit from fifth on back. Now let's do something I like to call turn up the volume. Caution on the speedway. Casey Herring in the 2. Let's take a look at the 2 involved. And that looks like some net code. You see this angle right here. We'll see if they even actually touch. Car in the way. Actually, we're going to change cameras there. Let's try. Oh yeah, you see they don't touch. They're close door to door. But see, that's something iRacing deals with. And see, he didn't even get close enough to his rear to kick it around. Sometimes iRacing has a mind of its own. That was an instance right there. But major damage for the 2 and the 22. .71 of 290 is the stage. We're going to be down to about a 20-lap shootout. Blake Giglio, your leader, championship point leader as well. Lights off on the pace car, the 2 catching the field. Green flag. Giglio's off. And Osmer jumps to the inside. Stringfellow keeps up. Top three separates themselves. Falovich trying to make a move for fourth. Falovich not able to make the pass. The 87 gets clear. Justin Michael tries to catch these top three again. Giglio out front. Ronnie Osmer in second. Stringfellow third. Doucette no-nos on that car. After that incident with the two, he didn't take the fast repair. The two did. The Doucette back up to 11th. He's trying to get a stage point. He needs to give it around Kevin Franks. Get into that top 10 with Casey Herring right behind. He better be aiming for 9th. The 94 sideways up on the outside wall. No caution. As he gets back up to speed, let's take a look at Tyler Humphrey. Sent it in a little too hard. And just kind of stops in the outside lane, lets people by. May have been having a connection issue. Not sure what he was seeing in car. But now he's running 16th, 10 seconds off the lead. 10 to go in the stage. Andrew Rattell in 6th. Matthew Prentice starting to reel him in. Prentice right to the bumper now. Can he get around his teammate, Andrew Rattell? The top three are pulling away. Prentice right on the back door. He's going to take a look to the inside. Prentice getting into the corner much better than Rattell. The 5's been able to get the power down on exit, but here comes the 15. He's going to look. Can't get around. Now Rattell reeling in the 12 of Falovich. Top three spread out. 4th through 7th right on top of each other. These three able to pull away from Prentice a little bit. They get a little bit of a gap. Can Rattel use that now? Because there's nobody in the mirror to try and work on this 12. He's got 2 laps to get around it before the end of the stage. Valovich sends it in a little hot. Rattel with a look on the inside. A good run off. The 16 of Giglio will pull off turn 4 and take the white flag in the stage. Osmer second, Stringfellow third. With that, Giglio will win the stage. Osmer second, Stringfellow, and as they cross, Valovich is going to beat Michael. Rattel in 6th, Prentice 7th, Cogswell 8th, Kevin Franks in 9th, and Joey Doucette in a very beat-up Sim Shots machine rounds out your top 10 for stage points. We continue green flag racing. The top 3 have really separated themselves. Blake Giglio, Ronnie Osmer, and Bill Stringfellow out here all alone. Then a good ways behind, Dylan Valovich, Justin Michael, Andrew Rattel, all run right together. Matthew Prentice, Jonathan Cogswell, Kevin Franks, all cars right here behind the 12 from 4th to 9th, right on top of each other. Justin Michael may have burnt those tires up trying to push to stay with the top 3. He was our pole sitter. And right now he is going backwards. Andrew Rattel will move into the top 5. You see the 87 already up on the outside as Prentice looking to the inside into the corner. Almost halfway, Justin Michael backing up through the field. Having some sort of handling issue in the 87. Looking on board, Matthew Prentice from the roof cam. We see him continually right there on the 87, trying to get to the inside. Justin Michael a little loose. There he is, loose again. That time he's going to pull to the inside. Prentice will go to the high lane. Michael not going to give it to him. This time he sends it in. Prentice getting upset maybe. Justin Michael trying to hold on to all he can in case there's a caution. There may be a pass for second. Stringfellow around the 55. Sideways off the corner, big loose for the 55. The 83 gets around on the inside. The 15 able to move to the inside of the 87. He'll get around and sends it into the corner hard. Washes up the track. Justin Michael not going to try to get back by. He'll drop back to 7th. Cogswell will be the one trying to work on him now. Oh, sideways out of the corner. side by side through turns 1 and 2. And this is not a look that we're used to seeing from the 87 of Justin Michael. As he is having some major struggles in that race car. And he's back to ninth. Kevin Franks moves around on the inside. Sideways for the 87. Casey Herring will get by. And these tires are gone for the 87. And the thing is that Blake Giglio isn't too far behind. About a straightaway right now behind the 87. If he doesn't get it straight soon, he may go a lap down. Doucette right behind him. Justin Lumpkin to the bumper. There goes the 87 sideways. Doucette goes to the outside line. Oh, Doucette sent it into the corner deep. Able to get around the 87. Now we'll see if Justin Lumpkin will be able to get by. Doucette will now move up to the 10th spot. Ronnie Osmer down the pit lane. First to pit, takes a risk because you're going to go a couple of laps down with this straight small track with this pit lane. It's so long. And right here you see the 16 pass by. That'll put Ronnie Osmer one lap down, and he hasn't even made his pit stop yet. To the 87, starting to get it back as he passes the 22. Prentice is on the move up to third spot for Matthew Prentice as he gets around Andrew Rattel. And for the final count on our paint scheme competition, our winner with 29 votes will be Andrew Rattel in that number 5, the green number 5. He will be our winner for the paint scheme competition. He's trying to have a good finish here. We take a closer look. Andrew Rattel once again wins the paint scheme competition. Fantastic job painting that car. Justin Michael goes around. We saw him struggling. Into the outside wall. And the 87 toes. So that's going to be you see him into the corner. Sideways out. All these guys have been out there for a while. Osmer had pitted right before this as he was struggling as well. '87 tried the toe to get out of the way. So Kyle Adcock, yeah, he stayed out the lead lap. Giglio, Stringfellow, Prentice Rattel, and Cogswell out of the pit lane. That's their top 5. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Andrew Rattel, as he has won our paint scheme competition. Hey, Andrew, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, we got down to the end of the stage, and that was when our paint scheme competition ended. And, buddy, you got the most votes. You're the winner of the paint scheme competition for Halloween. You got a great-looking ride out there. You look fast. You think you got something for these leaders?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Maybe not the leaders. Maybe like a third-place finish. We'll see how it goes. I just took some damage there. Dylan checked up or something, and I got into him, so hopefully that doesn't affect me.
Well, you do a great job painting these cars. I think you've painted 4 of these cars out here tonight. Do you enjoy painting these race cars?
Yeah, I love doing it. It's really fun to do. You kind of just be creative however you want. It's pretty nice, especially when you have a sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the car looks great, and you're the winner of that competition. 29 votes. Good job, buddy. Hopefully you can get out here and get a top 3 like you're talking about.
Thanks, man.
And that's Andrew Rattel, winner of the paint scheme competition. A phenomenal job. Like he said, he loves painting those race cars. He's painted the 15 in front of him. These were all painted by Andrew Rattel. He painted this car. Of course, painted his own car. Jonathan Cogswell's number 27. And those are the 3 cars he painted. Normally it's 4 cars he's painted, but his other teammate not here tonight. And we are going green flag. Blake Giglio takes off. Stringfellow going to put the pressure on the 16. He's the only one up there able to really keep pace. As Justin Michael logged out of the session after that incident. So 120 in of a 200. We are making good pace. Giglio in the lead, Stringfellow second. Matthew Prentice, who's been very fast, had an incident earlier, has recovered all the way up to 3rd position. Through all of that, Ronnie Osmer was able to stay on the lead lap. He'll try to recover what he can and maybe have a late race restart and gain a few more spots. Does anybody have anything for Giglio? He's already out to 0.7 seconds. Now let's take this opportunity to turn up the volume. Stringfellow reeled in Giglio for a little bit, but now the gap has widened. The 55 of Osmer hasn't been able to move much. He's on a little bit older tires than the field. He's sitting in 11th. He's hoping for a caution to get some tires. Humphrey just in front of Osmer. Hanging on to a top 10 right now. Osmer hits the curb on the bottom. These top two are pulling away from the field. 3 seconds back to third. The top two just a half a second apart. Prentice in the corner a little bit hard. Rattel right there. Rattel trying to reel in that 15, but just can't do it. Prentice stringing some good laps together, running about the same speed as our leader Blake Giglio. Losing a little bit of time, but not a whole lot. Our leader is starting to put some guys a lap down. There goes the 19 of Jason Clark. Osmer trying to save his tires. And as these other guys start using theirs a little bit more, Osmer's been able to move up to 9th. Oh, the 94 and the 4 get close. Off the corner. Let's go back and take a look. The 4 gets big loose. The 94 tries to the high lane, and it's not there. They never touch. The 94 goes around. The Justin Lumpkin will drop back to 11th. Osmer's up to 9th. Tyler Humphrey 10th. Now Matthew Prentice beginning to reel in this lap car. Now he'll go to the inside. Clean pass. Casey Herring in 7th. Hasn't had the night he's wanted here. Involved in an incident earlier, a net code incident. Osmer's there on the back door with a 98. That 19 slips down in between them. Osmer hits the curb, gets sideways. He's going to lose some time. Caution on the speedway. The 9 goes around. Kyle Adcock. And off the corner, just sideways for the 9. And that'll put him a lap down. Leaders pitting. The 1683, the 12 missed his pit, had to back up. Looks like Giglio is going to be the first one off. There he goes. Stringfellow second, Prentice in third. Rattel will come out 4th spot. Dylan Falovich 5th, even though he missed his pit, able to hold 5th. There's Ronnie Osmer. Fresh set of tires. He's going to be back up into the 6th position. So good recovery there for Ronnie Osmer as he continues to try and move his way back to the top 3. Cogswell 7th, Kevin Franks in 8th, Tyler Humphrey in 9th, rounding out our top 10. Justin Lumpkin in the number 4. And I'm going to take the wave around here. Lights off on the pace car. We'll be getting ready to go green. Less than 50 laps remain. Pace car peels off to the inside. And we'll get ready to go green again. Green flag for Giglio. Look at Osmer with a big move. Gets to the inside of Rattel. Now he's to the back bumper of the 15. He's not wasting time from 6th to 4th in the first corner. Rattel trying to hold off Falovich. Side by side. Falovich in the high lane. No, Falovich down low. Rattel in the high lane. Falovich holding strong on the bottom line. Rattel fighting hard. The 83 around sideways. Bill Stringfellow, second place. Bill Stringfellow off the corner, gasses it up and goes around. He's around, sits sideways on the track, doesn't want to hit that inside wall. The field drives by. So Bill will drop back to the 13th position. That'll be a big penalty this late in the race. So Stringfellow to the end of the line. Gets sideways, 40 laps to go. He'll try and get back what he can, but that is a very inopportune time to go spinning around. But I put Matthew Prentice second spot. This is his best chance for a win, but I tell you what, Ronnie Osmer has driven all the way back through this field. He's hungry. We saw him on the last restart, just how aggressive the 55 was. We expect to see more of the same as we get double file. We'll go green. Green flag, there they go. The 16's off. Can Prentice get to the bottom line? He's not going to make it. Ronnie Osmer will get to the inside. Side by side for second spot. We hear contact, a big incident. Caution on the speedway. Lots of damage. We heard him hitting the wall. Let's go back and take a look. Prentice looked like he was trying to make his way into third. The 12 of Falovich. Osmer. It looks like Prentice sends it in. Oh, Lord. The 94 out of nowhere. You see the 94. Sends it in. Not sure what was going on there with the 94. Oh, he gassed it up. You hear him gas it up. Sends it in. The 94 having let everybody pass. That incident, his fault. So, Giglio up front, Osmer in second. Osmer and Prentice, some great side-by-side racing. Stringfellow finds his way back to the top 10, but a long way to go to get back up here to race with the leaders. As we get ready to go double file. Just over 30 laps remain. Little recap, Blake Giglio won our stage. Andrew Rattel wins the paint scheme competition. We're down to the final 30 laps. Ronnie Osmer has gone to the back to the front, outside now on the front row. Green flag, Giglio's off. Osmer trying to stay on the quarter, on the outside, not going to be able to do it. Some cars into the outside wall behind. Now the battle for seconds on. Prentice is sending it into the corners. Prentice ain't able to reel in that 15. Now he's going to be on defense. There goes a car around. The 38 and the 83 into the inside wall. We'll take a look. Not sure on this one. 83 and 38. Yeah, looks like 38 may have come up into the 83. 83. He's confusing with it's almost the same number. 83 may have come up into the 38. Stringfellow in the 83. So 2 damaged race cars. A little bit of net code involved, but there was contact before that into him, and then right there some net code too, but 83 into the 38. Stringfellow getting some damage repaired and a new set of tires. We are right down to the end of this one. Nine cautions in 175 laps. Most of those have been single car spins. Really hasn't been an accident involving 3 or more cars, been just single spins or 1 or 2 cars. Pace car off. 25 to go here at Martinsville. Green flag. Giglio with an early restart that time. He'll clear the 55. Prentice is looking. Brennan's trying to work on Osmer, but Osmer got eyes on the 70, or excuse me, the 16 up front of Blake Giglio. All the action back in here, though. Tyler Humphrey in 7th, racing alongside Kyle Adcock. Joe Doucette finally took that fast repair, got a new nose on the front of that car as he's trying to go around on the outside. Ooh, door to door there. The 22 of Doucette, the 9 of Adcock. Cogswell looking up the middle lane. Casey Herring now on the outside. The 83's woes compound another penalty. The 83 of Stringfellow speeding on pit lane. But that'll be a big hold there for the 83. He'll blend back in 3 laps down. And that'll be the end of the night as he is running second. A self-spin compounds into a penalty on another incident. Into a pit penalty. Stringfellow fast tonight. But not going to be able to get it done. As we get down to the end of this race, make sure you all check out Simbox PC on Facebook. If you need a button box for your sim rig, you got to go get a Simbox. I've got one on my rig. It helps with immersion. So you really got to start the car. When you sit down, you're flipping a toggle switch, you're hitting the buttons just like you're in a real race car. Make sure you check out Simbox. That's Simbox PC on Facebook. Osmer right now, the only one able to keep up with Blake Giglio. And he is sideways off the corner. You can see he's pushing hard. But the more he spins tires, the more ground he loses. Sideways again for the 55. And he's all over the place. Still second quickest. Justin Lumpkin with a fantastic night tonight. Has been running outside of the top 10 for a lot of this race, but finds himself in fourth with just a handful of laps to go. Justin Lumpkin, owner of 0X Designs, paints a lot of these race cars. You see that 0X Designs logo just in front of Andrew Rattel. So Lumpkin has found speed here at the end of this race. Don't know if it'll be enough to catch Matthew Prentice in position for a top 3. Another guy having a fantastic night, finding a lot of speed tonight, is Kevin Franks in the 98. Oh, the 94 gets sideways. He is one spot away from getting a top 5. A great race here at Martinsville. Involved in a wreck very early in the race. The first caution. Took that fast repair, stayed on the lead lap, and he is running in 6th position, trying to take a top 5 away from Andrew Rattel. And Osmer having issues with the tires. 8 to go. Oh, and there goes Justin Lumpkin around Matthew Prentice. Prentice sends it pretty hard into the next corner, but not able to clear. Lumpkin now on the hunt for Ronnie Osmer. We see Casey Herring make a pass on Kevin Franks. 6 laps remaining. Giglio out to a 3.5-second lead. Ronnie Osmer in second, trying to hold off this group of cars behind him. But he has really used the tires up on this race car. Oh, the 15 sends the 4 around. Caution. Oh, the 94 into the nose of the 4, sends him back straight. And we'll take a closer look. And as they go into the corner, the 15 hard in, right into Justin Lumpkin, who is having such a good night. And Prentice was having a great night too. Everyone pushing hard here with just a few laps to go. We'll take a look from the roof cam. sends it in there, tags him. Right in there, tags a 4 around. And around goes Justin Lumpkin. So Lumpkin is able to maintain 7th. But this will be our first green-white checker. We will head into overtime. Giglio in first. Osmer on the outside. Osmer has really burned those tires up, so we'll see if he's able to hold off the hard-charging Andrew Rattel. Pace car in. We'll see when Giglio chooses to go. Green flag, Giglio with a big jump. Osmer sends it in. And cars already crashing. Several cars down on the inside. So let's take a look. Into turn 1. It's like the 98 and the 12 get together. 98 sends it in just a little too hard. May have locked him up. Yeah, you see that wheel turn to the left hard. And I think he locked him up. And a lot of damage through all that. Gets stuck down the inside, spinning the wheels, trying to get going. So Kevin Frank's in the pits. He had already used his fast repair, and he'll go a lap down. So a great run for Kevin Frank's going to end tonight in misery, because he'll go at least one lap down. Stringfellow trying to maybe stay out there, get enough laps to try and pass Frank's. We'll see. The 94 with the free pass, Tyler Humphrey. Get back on the lead lap. Blake Giglio going to have to survive another restart, second overtime. SERL, we have 3 overtimes. So If we can't get it done in this one or the next one, we will end under caution. Double file, second overtime. Giglio on the inside, Ronnie Osmer up high. Giglio's been going early. Will Ronnie Osmer be able to time it right? He's right on the door of the 16. Green flag. Giglio able to clear the 55s. They go down into the corner. The 5 slips up a little bit. Herring tries to make a move. Looks to the inside, not going to be there. Jonathan Cogswell tags the 2, sends him around, and we are going into a third overtime. The 2 sits backwards on the speedway. He gets it turned around. We'll take another look. The 27 sends it in, tags him a couple of times, sends the 2 around. This time, let's take a look from the 27's roof cam. And he's out of the gas, but just got in there too hard. And there he is, giving that time back. He gets the penalty. It's Casey Herring still in the top 10 through all of this adversity. Matthew Prentice, through his penalty, cleared it out, stayed on the lead lap. He's going to end up 11th on this restart. Jason Clark has moved his way up to the top 8. He's in 8th position. He was a couple of laps down at one point and has worked his way back up to the top 8. A fantastic recovery for Jason Clark. And with just this is the last, this will be the final restart, so if we don't get going, he may get a top 5 here. Some guys wreck in front of him. And it's all coming down to this. Oh, Osmer going to send it into the corner. Giglio sends it in too hard. He thought the 55 was going to dive bomb. Giglio able to clear. Can he hold on? Osmer's right there. White flag on the speedway. Osmer right on the bumper. Is he going to bump Giglio out of the way? Osmer to the bumper, can't get there. Giglio gonna win another. Osmer goes around. He'll end up in third with a nose against the wall. Andrew Rattel comes home in second position, wins the paint scheme competition, gets a top 2. Fantastic result. And Blake Giglio, your winner. And he's going to lock up the championship with that win. Mathematically impossible for anybody to catch him at this point. We'll go to the newly remade Phoenix Speedway next week. For our championship race, but our champion already crowned in Blake Giglio. He has been dominant all season, and here at the end has not let his foot off the gas. Blake Giglio on his bullish victory lap, Alan Kowicki style. We'll take a word with our top 3. Ronnie Osmer in third. See if we can get a word with Ronnie Osmer. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Dude, you had a phenomenal recovery. Got trapped a lap down at one point, but you drive your way back through the field, and right there at the end, 3 overtimes, thought you might have a shot at it. What was the difference between end up being a third and victory?
Pretty much my 100-lap-old left side tires. I think that was the only thing that was holding me back in those last few restarts. I made a gamble after the stage. I looked at my fuel and said, we all got to pit at least one more time. I had a lot of confidence in these guys that, like at Bristol, Bristol and Richmond, we can go hundreds of laps, green flag with these guys. It just sucks at a part-timer. Had to lose it and ruin it, but ruin that strategy. Nothing I could do about it. Recovered the best I could from it, and if I had fresher if my left side tires were as old as my right sides, I could have had Blake.
Well, you do make a good recovery, and not only that, but Bill Stringfellow had a bad night, ended up in 14th. Do you think you're going to be able to at least bring home a second in this championship chase?
I hope so. I'd prefer the championship, but I was doing everything I could to stay in front of Blake tonight, and pulling every strategy card I could, and I'd rather the championship, but if it's got to be second, I'll take second.
What are your thoughts on Phoenix? Is it one of your better tracks? We know you're fast at a lot of these places.
I feel pretty confident going into Phoenix. I mean, me and Blake had a good battle there last time we went there. Yeah, but it's going to be a whole different Phoenix because we're going to the updated Phoenix. So it's pretty much a roll of the dice, but it's probably just going to be us 3 guys up front like normal. And hopefully no one decides to run the race.
Well, next week, the cool thing about the new Phoenix is that they've got the victory lane to where you can drive in there. Hopefully next week you'll be able to park your car in there. But you got anybody you'd like to thank after this one tonight, Ronnie?
you for broadcasting, the guys that run this league. Shout out to PH Aware. It's the last race of running the breast cancer awareness car, and I hope everyone had a happy Halloween.
Well, great job, Ronnie, and we'll be talking to you again next week.
Thank you.
And that was Ronnie Osmer. Now to second place finisher Andrew Rattel in the number 5. Hey, Andrew, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Dude, you had a phenomenal race. There at the end, a couple of guys up there in the front, they had some issues. You end up getting a few more spots. You come home second place. You've got a win at Bristol. What is it with you and these short tracks that makes you so good?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm really good at short tracks. I guess I'm just lucky. But yeah, that was a pretty fun race. I mean, I have no idea how I finished second after wrecking with like 40 laps to go.
Yeah, well, you come home a great finish and paint scheme competition winner. So overall, a great night. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one, Andrew?
Yeah, all my friends and family for watching and supporting my paint scheme on Facebook and that competition. And our sponsor, Dairy Queen and UFA, they helped out a lot. Yeah, that's about it, I think. And you for broadcasting, of course.
Well, next week we head into the brand new Phoenix. Are you excited to run there? Do you think that you'll be able to park your car in that victory lane that they've mapped out there?
I doubt it, but we'll see how it turns out. It's kind of a short track, but yeah, that's one of my worst tracks, I think. So hopefully it all turns out good.
Well, it's definitely got that short track feel, so I'll be looking for you up there in the top 5, Andrew. Good job, and hopefully we'll be talking to you for the top 3 finish next week.
All right, thanks, Dakota.
And now on to our winner, Blake Giglio, still out here driving the track doing burnouts. Hey, Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, you get out there, you've got quite the lead coming into this race, and just a dominant effort. You get out there, you lead the most laps, you win the stage, you win the race. Mathematically, you're our champion. Blake, what made you so dominant here today at Martinsville?
I'm not sure. I might have been the line. I don't know. Chris was telling me that my line was really good. It was different than everyone else for sure. I was watching my mirror, and everyone else looked like they were trying to arc it in a little bit more. And I think mine was just like a straight attack in. But I don't really know if that helped or not, but that's the only thing I could really see that was different.
Well, between here and North Wilkesboro, you've led about 6,000 laps. Another big one here for you today. Next week we go to Phoenix. Like I said, mathematically you're our champion, but I know how you are. You want to go out there and get that win out there in the new Phoenix. What are your thoughts on Phoenix, and what are your chances next week?
I haven't touched New Phoenix yet, so that's going to definitely be blind for us, especially when we don't school during the week. It's hard to run some officials with league races at night, but it's going to be interesting. I think we'll do, I don't know, we were good at Old Phoenix, well, yeah, the Old Phoenix, so, I don't know, I think we have a good shot. I think it's just going to depend on what situation we're in and trying to get it done.
Well, another dominant performance. Blake, you got anybody you'd like to thank after this one?
Yeah, Rock Ring Setup Shop, you for broadcasting, Security Pro, JDC, SERL as a whole. J Lump made this paint, shout out to them. Not this paint, but my normal paint J Lumps make, so shout out to him for that. But yeah, just everyone that makes this possible.
Well, congratulations on another win, and congratulations on winning the SERL Cup Series Championship, Blake.
Thanks, man.
And that's Blake Giglio, not only race winner, but first year champion, Blake Giglio. And we will be back with you next Sunday night for the finale. We'll be back Thursday night for the Super Speedway Series. So make sure you check us out. Both of those nights. We appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, catch you later.